Right, welcome to the Burnley Sheffield Wednesday game review. It'll be interesting this game because Burnley's not lost in 11 months and they at home, and they are playing superbly well at the moment. They are really looking good. It'll be interesting test to see if we can keep our concentration up and hopefully get forward and try and get a goal or two, because they are doing really well. Like I said, 11 months since they've not lost at home, and they've got one of the best partnerships up front at the moment in the Championship. The team using Kirtland, Palmer and Navu, Louvens, Mattox, Lee, Semedo, Maguire, Mahoma, Wickham, Lavery. Subs are Martinez, McCabe, McPhail, Lira, JJ and Halan. Burnley had a minute silent for the fans that they lost during last year and the start of this year. Sadly to say, some of our fans decided to sing through that, and for that you're just idiots. You just give the club a bad name. The minute silence is there for a reason. Respect them, that's all that clubs are and people ask for. Anueu had a first touch with a header, and it'll be interesting to see how he gets on today, because he's not had many games. When he was at QPR he wasn't really managing to get into the squad. The back four will have to concentrate a lot with Ings and Vokes playing today. Lee brought the ball down and got the ball to Palmer and gave it to Lavery, but got muscled up. Palmer had a good ball to Maguire but came to nothing. There was a good save by Kirtland, and they were starting to come forward really early on. I think Kirtland was going to have a busy day today. It took a while for the game to get going. There was a lot of midfield battle going, but when it did, it really did start to come Burnley's way. Mahoma was on the wing and managed to get a ball to Lavery, but it just didn't come to out. And Kirtland made another good save. Anueu made a slip and Ings nearly got in and it went for a corner. It was a great save by Kirtland. Wickham had some great play with Lee, and Lee went into the box. There was a great tackle by Burnley player, and Lee was about to pull the trigger. He appealed for a penalty, but it was actually a very good tackle. There was a bit of a knock on Lavery and he got straight back up from it. It was alright in the end. But so far we were doing okay. But after that, Burnley really started to come forward. Kirtland made some really good saves. Anueu was all over the place, and I think that's because he's not had much games. He keeps slipping, so he may have to change his boots at half time. There's a great chance by Lavery. It was a good header from Wickham with the build-up place, and he just hit across goal, and that was our best chance of the game. But they were coming forward a lot. We were getting them offside, but if some of the offside decisions were offside, we could have easily been 3 or 4-0 down by this point, because they were just on the attack constantly. There was a moment where Kirtland threw the ball out and they automatically tracked back and got into position, and when Wickham had the ball, he just had it taken off him. We really needed to get our foot on the ball, but it's very hard when they were pressuring very well and we're misplacing our passes. We need to have a bit more of that pressure we had against Leeds, but they are doing extremely well. But Burnley eventually got their goal. It's not like it wasn't coming, it was. It came in and he was at the back post, took it very well and made it 1-0, and to be fair, they deserved it. But we won a free kick, the head down by Anueu came to Maguire, and Maguire stuck it in to make it 1-1. That was out of the blue. Really was out of the blue. I wasn't expecting that. They were all over us the first half. Our best chance comes and we're just all over. We're thinking, right, this is going to be one of those days where we're just going to have to try and see how we get on, hopefully not lose by too many. But we come back and make it 1-1, which is great. Burnley not fully switched on after getting their goal. We get it into the box, and with the flick down, Maguire sticks it into the back of the net. And we had another chance with a free kick, and it was a very poor delivery. If we got the delivery right, one of their centre backs is quite small, and if we got all the big men in, we could beat him to balls there. But at half time it's 1-1. To be fair, I wasn't expecting us to be 1-1 at half time. I was expecting it to be 1-0. at half time after they've gone maybe 2. They are playing really well. At half time, Stuart Gray really need to get at some players and tell them that they need to work harder and get going at them, because they are dominating midfield and we're just not there at the minute. Semedo, Maguire, Mahoma have all been very, very quiet, so we'll see what happened. Magoma need to track back more and help the defence and stuff, because if he don't do that, we're going to struggle. But yeah, hopefully in the second half we can improve, and I'm hoping we can stay out for at least a draw, maybe a win, but I'd take a draw at the moment in time. I'll whip this with the full-time whistle, to be fair. So in the second half we started to come forward, and Mahoma had a chance, but it was a poor finish, but with good build-up play we were starting to look a hell of a lot better. Lavry with some good work to muscle a player off the ball to keep it going. We were looking a lot better in this half. We started to get both going forward. Burnley got on a break, but they managed to get it past Kirtland, but thankfully for us it was offside. We tried to pass our way out of the back and we kept on getting caught out there. Starting to, each time we were going forward, we were starting to look better, and we were starting to really look after the ball and get somewhere. Mahoma got going with runs, and we started to square up to them, we started to get tighter to them, we started to make them have to work a lot harder, because in the second half they didn't have to. Burnley had a free player in the box, he headed it and it was a good header, it just went over. Semedo was starting to get into player faces and actually not letting them have it easy now. There was a great header by Liam Palmer off the line. He got back very quickly. Burnley were getting a little bit frustrated and the tackles were flying in, and the ref wasn't giving anything to us this game, really wasn't. Palmer got a whack on the leg and he really should have got a free kick, but referee said play on. Newhugh came on for Mahoma. I didn't see that in the team news, it must have been one that got missed off. I put it in the thing, but it's not in my talking bit. Newhugh started to cause him some problems as well with his big strength. He was starting to look like he was going to get at the defenders and win balls and have it at his feet. But then Newhugh gave a really bad pass to Wickham. We had a great shout of a penalty. It was a definite penalty. Maguire had his legs taken from him, yet the referee called it as a dive to Maguire and carded him. And it should have been a pen. The ref was having a bad game. Anything that Burnley did, they were getting away with it. Lee with a cross to Newhugh, and Lavry and Newhugh just getting each other away, and Lavry looked a bit injured as he came off. But coming forward, Palmer had a good corner out, and they were coming forward, sorry, and Palmer did very well to get a corner for them. Great bit of defending. Semedo lost the ball a little bit with a bad pass, and it allowed Burnley to come forward. We're not tracking back enough yet, and we need to improve on that, but we will. And they were coming forward and looking for the winner. Burnley, this is where they have always done well this season. End of the game, they are very good at getting the winner and then killing games off. Wickham and Semedo were starting to link up in the middle of midfield, and it's a shame it didn't pay off. I thought Gooch had a great game in the end. When he first started, he had a little bit of problems. Was trying to get his feet into the game, but he got better as the game went on, and there was a brilliant save by Kirtland. The referee's not giving us anything today really, and that's just been how it has been all game. Kirtland bowled the ball out to Halan, and Halan was on the box and just gets tackled, and Luven managed to get into Rose, which at the time with Leary he dollies, but he loses, he just knows where to put it. McCabe came on for Maguire, and McCabe came on and sent a crossing, and it just got cleared. And Haaland with a chance, but we really should have put it in the corners and let the time run down and just got out of there with the point. And at this point, Burnley started to come forward, and I think it was Vokes, may have been Vokes, I think it was. Vokes with a shot, and it was a great save by Kirtland, and it denied them the victory. A point this game is very, very good, especially against a very good Burnley team. I think this is 7 league games now undefeated. We're still in 19th place, but we did very well to get back into this, and much better in the second half. For me, I don't know why Stuart Gray's not been given a full-time crack at this yet, been given the job full-time, because he's doing a fantastic job with these players. He get on working, playing together. He's doing really well. A point against Burnley is a great point considering how good they have been playing. We should have had a penalty this game. We're all going to feel like the referees sold us out of the game, but hey, you get referees like that in some games. Burnley, with how they're playing, are very, very good, and they should go up this season, and if they do, good luck to you in the Premiership, because you've been there once before, and you probably will get back there. So our next game will be against Rochdale in the FA Cup. And our next league game will be on the 28th of January against Millwall. And then we have the Barnsley game on the 1st of Feb. So the QPR game has been postponed and put to another date, as well as we play Wigan some point in February. So we've got games in hand, which is good, but the next game for us is the FA Cup. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.